travel channel. You probably ask yourself, why travel channel? I haven't seen any traveling. You're right. My intention was to have a travel channel, but I have no vehicle to travel around, so I have to build myself one first, and then it will be a travel channel. So yeah, this week I show you my progress in the habitat, as I mentioned in the last video. Everything I have done so far about window trims, partition walls, a roll shutter, the first one installed, and all these things. I will show you that in this video. Let's get started right now. For the window trims, I organized myself a whack of those angles. They are PVC angles, white. They're 2 by 2 inch, so 50 by 50 millimeter. And now I'm trimming them down to this size. That's 30 millimeter by 35 millimeter. The panorama window, I have it done, and I needed a little different shape there. I could leave the 2 inch because the distance into the panorama frame is a little longer. That's why I can leave that whole leg. But here I need to trim it down to 35 so it all has the same appearance around the windows. What I would really recommend is a deburring tool. If you have cut the plastic or aluminum, steel, maybe thin gauge steel. If you cut plastics, instead of taking a file, you know, like and filing the edges and still have on the end some rough cuts, you know, and not really smooth edges, this thing is gold. You hook the blade in and you pull, and this is what you do, and has no burr anymore. That's why I call deburring tool. You know, do it again, plastic. See here? Nice deburred, smooth end, not, yeah. You know, you get the point, right? Aluminum, you hook it in, and you pull, and here you go. Shaving, sometimes it comes off like the same as a plastic, but it's deburred basically. You know, not sharp edges anymore here. See that? You can do it multiple times, and the smoother and rounder it gets basically. You know, there's not sharp anymore, right? So yeah, I really recommend this tool. There is in the back or with the tool there is different blades coming, you know, with different kind of corners for finer stuff. You look at this little tiny guy here, who's super sharp, more of an angle one. Really, yeah, I don't want to say it too often, but I recommend this type of tool. It doesn't cost much. It helps you tremendously. You know, you can store the blades in the back. I do not recommend a specific brand or whatever, but this is actually a pretty cheap one, you know, from Amazon, 15 bucks or whatever it was, you know. I will link it in the bottom so you can look it up and judge by yourself, you know. But instead of filing everything, yeah, now I got it. That's the way to go. Deburring tool. Now I have to put the last 2 vertical window trims on there. And then I'm basically done with the window trims. This one is done, the glue has to dry. This one is done, the glue has to dry. This one is done as well. The glue is almost dry. And this one is done as well. And the glue is dry. I did that yesterday. Yeah, I also started with the aluminum trims. You know, but this takes a little longer because I have to move I have only 4 of these poles. I have to move them always around. and wait until the glue is dry. Another day, and I keep going with the aluminum trims along the corners. So I have done now the left and right run, basically the right and the left, and then I have already pre-cut the one going across there, but I can't get to it because there's the brace in it. I need to let the glue dry, and anyway there's a lot of braces in the way. So now what I'm doing, I just measured it. I will cut the first bedroom wall, and that wall I need to get this going. I have to set up the wall so I can, let me show you, so I can measure my water tank, because the water tank will be custom made and it will take time to produce it and ship it. So that's why I'm kind of adamant to set up the wall so I can measure precisely my water tank size. So finally I have used the very first screws to secure this wall part, to partition here. So now I continue with this partition. Partition number 2 is up. Everything behind the partition is basically the bedroom. This one is this bed is a little shorter than that one. Today I'm working on the stairs for the bedroom, so we can get into the bedroom. I made those 2 steps basically, the first and the second. 250 millimeter tall, 500 millimeter tall. You know, I have to duck already when I go onto the first step. I'm pretty tall. You know, my wife has to duck if she goes on the second, but it makes it more easier, more comfortable to get into the bed left and right. So that's why, yes, we sacrifice a little bit from the garage, but important is the sleep. You know, if you have to get up at night, you don't want to crawl down a chicken ladder or jump on something. No, it has to be comfortable. I decided to weld those things together. T-slot material, they have those connectors for the insides. No, for the outsides if you want to. You know, for the insides we have those angle brackets like those. I have them there, but you need a ton of them if you decide to do this all with that, you know. But honestly, if I look at these little set screws here, yeah, they poke into the aluminum, they may hold, but how much they hold, I have no clue. I don't want to stand on with my 50 pounds, you know, standing on the stair here, and then all of a sudden, kaboom, I'm standing in the garage. We don't want any, oh, there it is, see, air bubbles. We have to slug them up to the sides. Yeah, no air bubbles, no bubbles. What I'm using for this here is a vinyl floor glue. It's a slow curing material, even if it says fast, but it isn't. I glued this back drop on here yesterday, and it's still kind of tacky, even if it's hot outside, but it takes time. End of day, I have the garage flooring and all the trims, even around the hedges, floor, upright, in the back, all the trims are done. So this is done. It has to dry overnight, and I can take the clamps off, and yeah, that's it. So as next I need to build the stairs basically, so I can really define the shape of the water tank. We got the carpet in, shoes off. Now this one, don't wreck it. Don't wreck it. That one goes in like a So, ooh, this is far in, eh? Oh, but this is what it needs. Good enough for now. Ooh, it's holding. Tighten some more. Now this one goes in here. Right there. Is it plumb? Ooh. Like I said, I leveled the whole habitat so I can work with the level inside here. That is amazing. So they should be level as well. Oh yeah. So now the stair is now 100% defined. Now I can go ahead and find out how big my water tank will be. But yeah, this is rock solid, this stuff. You know, like over here. That's a 30 T-slot 30 material. And that is rock solid. Yeah, we sacrificed quite a bit of a garage, but I can still load through here in full height. You know, and then here, this is pretty tall as well. I can have a, I don't know, drawer system or something. I don't know yet. Yesterday, I installed the stair, basically the base wood on the staircase. And today I'm going to install the sides of the staircase. So the sides of the staircase, but also the sides of this little part here and the big part. So I could take some plywood and just screw it on there. That would be an easy task. But I like the character of this clear anodized aluminum. And what I'm going to do is I have organized myself a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, same clear anodized L angle. And I'm going to install this on the edge here, like that. So it looks like this on the end, you know, and I butt my wood on the inside against that L angle. Also here on the stairs, I will install that L angle here. You know, that will be a lot of work because I have to miter it on every corner and piece it together with multiple pieces, you know, but it takes some work, it takes some time, but I hope the outcome will be nice as I have it in my head. And again, one little step further, I got the staircase done. This is already waxed at both sides. This is not need to be. Stairs don't have to be because there will be finished floor on it. Sorry for the fan noise, but without the fan I won't be able to work here. The way I stick basically the aluminum to the aluminum for now is with this type of, it's called Tesa tape. There's also a brand, there's probably other brands out there, but I know it just under Tesa tape. So what that is basically, it's a clear double-siding tape. It appears red because the film on it is red. So that's how I do it. I use this Tesa tape and just stick it on here. So you see here, now I'm peeling the red tape, and all what stays on there is that, you can't even see it, but it's shiny. You see here is the double-siding tape. It's super thin and sticks well. Tape is peeled. I did a dry fit before. I know the channel or the L angle will fit. And I start on one side, make it flush on the outside. Middle flush. And then just tuck it down. And done it is. You see here? It sticks like crazy. But like I said, if you apply your wood here and you apply pressure on it over time, it could release, the tape could release, and you could put screws in here or rivets, you know, to secure it. But I'm going to caulk that edge to the other edge of the T-slot material, and that will hold big time. And this is how far I am with my interior build. You know, I have the partition wall here to my right done. You know, this is already waxed. The small sliver here as well. This one has nothing on it. There's a cladding basically coming from the inside or from the bedroom side. And here I will install this sliding door track. I have to cut it to size, and then it gets installed right here. And then I have a sliding door which closes this part of the habitat off. So the bedroom is closed. If somebody wanna be by himself, you know, he can go back there, close the door. Sometimes it's needed to keep the peace in the house, right? So yeah, that's how far I am. Stair is so far done. I will have a finished floor on the stair treads. So I brought you a little closer now so I can show you I have installed the first roll shutter. Right now it is closed with the blind, and I can open it and you see my skylight again, and also I have the box screen here. I can close it and I have the box screen. You know, if the skylight is open, then I can cover that with the box screen. You can move them both if you want to the same time, or just one, and it's open again. The build-up is very, very small. It's just the size of my finger, right? So it's not building far down. So it's closed right now by the blind. That's open position. And if I move this one, that's the box screen. I can move them both, half or completely, to darken the room, or the open position. I had to get out of there. It is for sure over 100 degrees Fahrenheit in there. I would say 40 degrees Celsius and above. I haven't measured it yet, but it feels like an oven in there. This is it now for this week. This is all I have done so far. You're basically really up to date. There's nothing else what has been done so far. Next week, I have a cool appointment with a friend of mine. He has a rig which I like to show you, introduce it to you. It's really a cool rig, and we will see that next week, Friday. And until then, stay tuned, and we see us in the next one.